Folks, we're gonna make what us government shutdown people call a struggle meal. Most everybody has these ingredients in their pantry, so we're gonna start off with some Earl. About, I don't know, that much.
Not Earl.
Earl. And then we're gonna let this Earl heat up a little bit, and we're gonna get some self-rising flour. I got me here half a cup, measuring cup. We're gonna wait till the Earl heats up a little bit. We're making tomato gravy to go over some elbow macaroni. And that's all she wrote. We're also going to make some fried cornbread.
Some turkey patties.
Oh, and some turkey patties. We're going to broil some frozen turkey patties. And we're going to, I might put my turkey patties in this gravy, man. It's going to be good. Yeah, buddy.
You're such a nerd.
We're going to let this oil heat up. We're going to make ourselves a roux. All good gravy comes from your roux. Your roux ain't good, your gravy ain't good. That's about a half a cup of some self-rising flour. I like to season my roux, so we're going to grab some salt and pepper. Always use a whisk. You don't want lumps in your gravy. A little bit of salt. Some pepper. Do we have any onion? Onion.
Yeah.
We're also going to put some onion in this gravy. So you want it kind of like this, like, you don't want a clumpy consistency. You want kind of a runny consistency. That's the way I make mine. My dad's going to watch this video and be like, girl, what are you doing? You were doing that all wrong. I can hear him now. Love you, Dad. So you just want to make sure you don't have a lot of lumps. You don't want it too liquidy though. You want it to have some sort of like a creamy type consistency. A little more flour. About a fourth cup. And that right there, guys, is what you want. And then, so we're not making white gravy, we're making brown gravy. Well, actually, it's going to turn red. So we want to keep stirring this because you don't want a burnt roux. A burnt roux is no bueno. So we're just going to keep stirring this. And while I'm stirring it, keeping it from burning, I'm going to get my sous chef to open up those diced tomatoes and get me some water ready because you don't want to, this will go south real quick if you're not ready.
I'll be back.
Lightish brownish color. Milky brown, and it's a good consistency. So now we're going to add, usually use 2 hands with this. You want to pour and stir. So I'm going to get my sous chef to pour some water in there. It's going to always have your vent fan on too because it's going to smoke up. Keep pouring. Just pour it all in there. You always want to whisk as you pour because you don't want lumpy gravy, y'all. Lumpy gravy is a no-no. More water. Yeah. So while I was waiting on more water, I went ahead and put the tomatoes in. I used a 14-ounce can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. And then the amount of water that you use is how thick or thin you want your gravy. I'm going to use a little more water.
A little more?
Yeah, because I don't like mine this thick, and it'll keep thickening as you go, as you keep stirring. You always want to stir, keep it stirring. So we're going to add some more water. whisking as they pour, or as you pour. I only have one hand, so I have to have my sous chef do it. A little more. That should be good. If it thickens up, we'll add a little more. All right, now he's gonna finish slicing that tomato up, that onion up, and we're gonna add some onion to this tomato gravy. We've added the sliced onion. Those will cook down as your gravy simmers. You want to bring your gravy to a simmer. Let it cook. Try to get that floury taste away. And that, really, y'all, that's all there is to it. You let it cook down, and this is still kind of a little more thicker than I like it, but I think the onions are going to produce some moisture as they cook down. So we are going to just leave it like that. And then that way it'll stick pretty good to the elbow macaroni noodles that we're going to cook. And there you have it, tomato and onion gravy. Mix up some cornmeal batter to make some fried cornbread. I have the cornmeal in here. I use this JT Pollard extra fine cornmeal. My mother-in-law introduced me to this cornmeal and I really like it. We're going to add some water and just stir it up to the consistency that you want. Not too thick, not too thin. I'm gonna do some more water. Do a little bit. Actually, we're gonna take the fork and do an oil test, see if our oil's hot yet. It's getting there. Cornmeal and water, and you can use any kind of like cornmeal that you want, just plain cornmeal. Okay, I think our Earl is hot enough, so we're going to just drop little blobs in there like so. When they start floating, and you flip them, I'm going to give this gravy a little stir. I don't want it to stick. No, sir. That's going to be good gravy. They come loose from the bottom, they're floating. So we're just going to take this fork and do a flippy-do. Like so. And you can flip them to get them a little more brown, or golden brown on the top, or on each side. The key to this success is a well-seasoned cast iron skillet. Don't ever wash your cast iron with soap. Some people do, some people don't. Or stick it in the dishwasher. I left these in a little too long. That's what you call Facebook distracted. So we got the fried cornbread is done. We're going to turn off the oil so it doesn't catch fire. We're boiling the macaroni so we can put this awesome tomato gravy over the top of it. This is our tomato gravy with some onions in it. And then in the oven we have some turkey patties. And then I'm going to drop my turkey patty in the gravy and let it soak up some of those awesome flavors. Okay, James is gonna make me a bowl. He's gonna put some noodles down. Then he's gonna ladle some of this magnificent onion tomato gravy. Don't go skimpy on me now. Gotta cover them noodles. That's good. And he's gonna add a turkey patty. Look at that goodness right there. Oh my drooling. And that, there you have it. That would be what we call a struggle meal. We're not struggling, by the way, y'all. We're just quarantining, and the grocery stores around here don't have many things, and why not cook what you have? Be creative with your meals, y'all. It doesn't take much. Y'all have a great day. God bless.